Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the JAKKS Pacific Diddy Kong figure from their World of Nintendo line. Who knows if we're gonna ever get a Diddy Kong in any of the other import lines, or... Hey, the cat just knocked my ruler down. Thanks for reminding me anyway. Well, like I was saying, who knows if we're ever gonna get a Diddy in any other line, so I figured I might as well grab it and see how it looks, and it looked pretty cool in the package, so I'm pretty psyched to get it. And I have to say, I am not disappointed. You know, it's a $7 to $10 figure. I'm not expecting it to be the most extravagant figure in the world. And it is more than I expected, so I'm pleasantly surprised. He stands, obviously in the pose he's in, you can straighten the legs out a little bit. He stands only about 3.5 inches tall, which is about 9 centimeters. So he's not huge, but he's pretty much in scale with Donkey Kong and the rest of the guys. Do you mind, cat, not destroying the backdrop while I'm working? Look at this. No care at all for what I'm doing. And now he's trying to climb on me. Buddy, I'm doing stuff. Alright, back to the review. So, Diddy Kong, just like the other guys, minimal paint job, lots of molded plastic, and that's it. But I think they did a good job where it counts. The belly's painted from the fur on the sides, and it's a nice, even color. Looks good. Matches the hands and feet, even though those are molded plastic. The shirt has, it's molded red, but it has the stars painted, that kind of like decal application, which are super well done. We have a little nick here in the one side, but otherwise, the yellow is super clean. It's not, I mean, it's nice and opaque and it looks good. Same thing on the back. The stars are really well done. The eyes, the white on the eyes could definitely be a little bit better. The line work isn't great and it's a little fuzzy, needs a couple more coats, but the pupils look really good, so that's nice. The face is molded in the same flesh tone as the hands and feet. The eyes are painted on top of the brown, and then the Nintendo hat is molded in red, but the Nintendo logo, though it's a little off center, super clean and crisp. So it looks really good for what is technically a cheap figure, or an inexpensive figure, I guess I should say. They did a really good job. Articulation-wise, we have a swivel, we have the hinge for the shoulder, and the rotation. It's just missing the bicep, so it's like a fixed ball hinge. We have a single hinge in the elbow. Not the greatest range of motion, but sufficient. We have a swivel in the wrist, and the hands are open enough that you could have him holding onto a rope or a vine if you were to make one, so that would be good. Is this cat laying down back here? Look at this. This is what I have to deal with when the cat wants to get involved. Yes, he has a white spot right there in between his legs. Okay, so back to the review. So arms are pretty well articulated, easy to put him in a vine swinging or a rope swinging pose. That's pretty awesome. I like that they did that. They put the wrists at an angle there, so that works nicely. It looks like he would have a waist twist there. He doesn't. That would definitely help with the swinging poses, but no waist twist. The hips have the same type of joint as the shoulders, even though it's sculpted differently. We have the hinge that lets the legs come out a little bit, and then we have the peg that lets him rotate. But that'll help in putting him in a swinging pose also. Really, I mean, for minimal articulation, it works pretty well. I'm happy about that. And then for the knees, we have the hinge in there. Then the ankles can rotate. We don't have any hinges, so that does limit it a little bit. But you can pretty much get him in a standing pose or a swinging pose with no problem. And since that's all you really need for Diddy, you shouldn't have any trouble at all. I'm really happy with this guy. Last thing to mention about the articulation is the tail does move, so it looks pretty good. There's also one of those mystery accessories that they all tend to come with, and that's a nice little pack of bananas. They seem a little bit big for Diddy, and there's no paint to them, but it's a decent enough sculpt. So you throw a little bit of black on there and it looks like a nice little pack of bananas. Give that to Donkey Kong, or you can kind of wedge it into his hand and he can hold his bananas. You know, just stand him there holding the bananas or something like that. Definitely worth picking up. For an inexpensive figure, they did a really good job. Better paintwork than most Marvel Legends, and this is a $7 to $10 figure. So I don't know what Hasbro is doing. Apparently they can't find a factory that'll do decent work for a decent price, but this company, JAKKS Pacific, seemed to have no problem at all doing it. And this figure is definitely worth the price. Easy addition to a Smash Brothers collection or import collection just to go with the other Nintendo guys. I say go pick it up. And if you were so inclined to repaint him, this guy would look great. No problem at all. Definitely recommend him 100%. You can probably get him at Big Bad Toy Store. I haven't checked. Because frankly, I forgot about the JAKKS line and the new figures coming out, but I think they're at Big Bad Toy Store, so check that link in the description. You can probably get this guy without having to try to hunt him down, because I think he's probably going to sell out pretty quickly once people start to find him. So there he is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.